Hello everyone. So friends, in our previous tutorial we saw the demonstration of the algorithm to search for a value in a row and column wise sorted matrix. Now in this tutorial we'll actually write that code and test its working. So here I have created one class by name sorted matrix, and inside this class I have created one main method, and here I have initialized the matrix which we discussed in our previous tutorial, which is row and column wise sorted matrix. Now let's write a program to search for a key in this row and column wise sorted matrix. So I will give the name of this method as public void search, and this method takes in three arguments. One is the matrix, one is the value of n. As it is a 4x4 matrix, therefore value of n will be 4, and 1 will be the value which we want to search. We are denoting it by x. So in order to search in a row and column wise sorted matrix, we are using two pointers I, j. So we are initializing I to 0 and j to n minus 1, because we are simply starting our search from the top right corner of the matrix. So here value of I will be iterating over the indexes of the rows, and value of j will be iterating over the indexes of the columns. Moving ahead, we'll provide a while loop, and inside this while loop we have to iterate over the matrix using the values of I and j. Therefore we are simply providing the boundary condition so that I and j do not cross over the matrix boundary. So here I should be less than n and j should be greater than equal to 0, which we actually discussed in our previous tutorial. In the first step we are providing an if block, and inside this if block we are simply checking that value of matrix at I, j is equal to x or not. So if the value at matrix I, j is equal to x, then we know that we have found our element. So we simply print x found at I, j, and then we'll simply return from this method because we have found our element. And if the value at I, j is not equal to x, then we simply check that whether that value is greater than x or less than x. So matrix I is greater than x or not. So here if the value at matrix I, j is greater than x, and as it is a row and column wise sorted matrix, we have to go one step left. So in order to go one step left, we simply decrement the value of j by 1. And if the value at matrix I, j is less than x, which is the else part, then we know that we have to traverse one step down, because value of x will be lying somewhere down to the value of matrix I, j. So we'll simply increment the value of I by 1. Also friend, if you don't find any value, then after this while block we'll simply print value not found. So friend, this is the code to search a value in a row and column wise sorted matrix. Now let's test its working. So in the main method we have already created a matrix which is row and column wise sorted matrix. So first we'll create the instance of the sorted matrix class. And then we'll simply call the search method by passing in the matrix the value of n, which is matrix.length, and let's say we want to search for a value 32, which we discussed in our previous tutorial. So if I run the code now, so here you can see that it prints that x is found at 3, 0. So we have simply printed the indices of the matrix where we have found this value. Now let's suppose if we search for a value which is not present in the matrix, say we give value is 100, and if I run the code now, so you can see in the second line it printed that value not found. So friends, in this tutorial we actually coded an algorithm to search for a key in a row and column wise sorted matrix. So friends, I hope you like this video. Thanks, have a nice day.